Difficulties in your life did not come to destroy you, but to help you realize your hidden potential and power. Let difficulties know that you too are difficult. Declamation is an artistic form of public speaking and the ability to address the audience with confidence and enthusiasm. The goal of declamation is to convey a message with clarity, emotion, and persuasiveness. A warm good morning to everyone present here. I am Fatma with my co-host Zainanal, and we will be with you till the end of the program. Now, I would like to welcome our Honorable Director Sir, respected Principal Ma'am and Vice Principal Ma'am, and all reward teachers, and of course our studying participants and the students at the high school. And I am Zainana standing as a co-host. With this, I would like to begin today's program. Today, we are having brilliant students who will compete in the declamation competition and share their views on the given title, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, as an illustrious our first participant, Nadia, on knowledge and creativity.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone present here. I am from Standard 3. I would like to share my views on Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam and his views on knowledge and creativity. He does not require any introduction. He himself was a man of distinct characteristics. He is famous as an author and, more importantly, a great scientist. Since this is a knowledge institution, I would like to talk about Kalam's views on knowledge and quantity plus brightness plus courage. Knowledge helps us to become a good human being. He expresses his thoughts about creativity through a small poem. Learning gives creativity. Creativity leads thinking. Thinking provides knowledge. Knowledge makes you brave. And if a person is able to understand the right or wrong, one can reach the right path. Thank you.
For Saima Arya of Standard 9G from Inner's House to share her views on Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam as a social reformer. Luxury and life have huge maintenance cost, but truth and simplicity are self-maintained without any cost. Good morning, everyone. I am Saima Arya of Standard 9G. I am here to talk about APJ Abdul Kalam being a social reformer. If we talk about social reformer, the question which comes in our mind is, who are social reformer? What do they do to be called a social reformer? A person who tends to work and change and improve the society and government and many more things like spreading positivity around the world can be considered as social reformer. They tackle issues like inequality and fair world for everyone. APJ Abdul Kalam was like a superhero for the world who used his voice to fight for equality, education and justice. Let's take a moment and celebrate his dedication and follow his footsteps to create a better and fairer world for everyone. Together we can make a difference and be the change we wish to be. Thank you. A great speech by Saina. Please give a big round of applause to her. Thank you, Saina. So now I request Rebecca Ahmad of Standard 9B from 9 House to come on the stage to deliver his speech on the title Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam as an illustrious scientist.
A very warm good morning to all of you. I am Mudafa Ahmad of Standard 9B and today I am present here to talk about Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam as a great scientist. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam is a name that needs no introduction. All of us present here know something about him. He was among one of the most outstanding scientists of the 21st century, as well as a politician whose contribution to India's defense system, Indian Space Research Organization, and in the development of military missiles such as Prithvi and Agni is beyond compare. And so, he came to be known as the Missile Man of India. Also, he was truly being involved in India's nuclear power programs. He is a great example for all Indian people who felt his results through his hard efforts throughout his life. He once said, dream, dream, dream. Dream transform into thoughts and thoughts result in action. Let me share you an inspiring incident which involves Kalam's own life. As a young boy, Kalam had a dream of flying high, but he faced financial constraints. Despite the odds, he remained unwavering in his dream. His persistent thoughts and his actions led him to study aeronautical engineering and this changed into a remarkable turn of events and he became a renowned scientist. So, we can see by this incident that how one's dreams transform into thoughts and thoughts followed by determined actions lead to incredible achievements. At last, I want to conclude my speech with some words of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Excellence is a continuous process but not an incident. Thank you.
What an amazing speech from Dhaka. Please give a huge round of applause to him. Thank you, Nishant Nath from Standard 10B from Mango House to shape us as a social reformer.
Don't take a rest after your first victory, because if you fail it again, you will establish to say that your first victory was just a rest. Good morning everyone, present here. I am Nishant Nath of Standard 10 would like to share my views on Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam and his views on knowledge and creativity. Dr. Abul Janaluddin Abdul Kalam was born on 15th October 1931, who served as 11th President of India, also known as Missile Man of India. He was the most valued person in the country and famous as a philosopher, a scientist, a great politician and intensive author. Let me share with you what he thinks of knowledge and creativity with a small quote. The purpose of education is to make a good human being. Enlightened human being can be created by teachers. According to him, knowledge is like a seed which gives birth to a civilized human being, and education helps to nurture it. And to support this, I want to share an incident of his past life. One day, when he was in the 6th standard, a new teacher came to his class. Kalam used to wear a cap which marked him as a Muslim. He used to sit in the front row next to his friend Ramananda Sastri, who wore a sacred thread. The new teacher could not tolerate that a Hindu priest boy sitting with a Muslim. So he instructed Kalam to go and sit on the last bench. This incident hurt both the friends. Later, the teacher realized the mistake and he apologized for the same. This incident taught that having a mere education does not mean that you are knowledgeable. It requires to know the difference between what is wrong and what is right. With this, I would like to conclude with a very beautiful quote. He beautifully says, I will fly. Where a quote, education provides wings to fly. In short, if a person is creative and courageous and knows the difference between wrong and right, this is called a knowledgeable human being. Thank you.
Please give a huge round of applause to him. Thank you, Nishant. As we have reached at the middle of a competition, I would like to say something to entertain you all. Every weekend, I do what I love most. Every weekend, I do what I love most. Absolutely nothing. Leave it, Padma. We are running out of time. Let us focus on the competition. So now, I would like to call in another participant, the Mama Bari of Standard 10G from India's House to share her views on Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam as an illustrious scientist. Don't feel low when someone doubts your caliber. Just be proud of yourself because people always doubt the role for its purity. Now, Darul, a very warm morning to everyone present here. I am Unami Bari of Standard 10G and today I am going to speak on one of my favorite personalities. This man doesn't need any introduction. In a business, he is named. Voila, who is Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam? Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam was the 11th President of India. We We all know him, but sadly, most of us does not know about his contribution towards the nation. During his presidency, India was able to establish the fame of a nuclear power country. Because of him, India is praised among different citizens of the world. His mantras of success is to have great aim, then acquire knowledge and do the hard work with perseverance. He was a man of patience and down to earth. In his early stages of life, he wanted to become a pilot. So he studied aeronautical engineering. As the seats were just for 9 candidates, being the 10th candidate, he did not get selected. However, when he became the President of India, he ultimately became the Supreme Commander of the Air Force. He learned flying. A life lesson we can derive from this that if someone rejects you, become their master. Let me share you an interesting story in regard of this lesson. That never to stop trying. Try until it matters. In the year 1979 was when he was the mission director of SLV-3. The launch failed despite of 18 hours of hard work for 10 years. When media accused him for the song, Satish Dhawan, the chairman, took all the blame. Kalam learned leadership from him that if someone fails, take their blame on your head and when you achieve something, give them the credit. This is known as teamwork. It reflects how much tolerance you have, and just 1 year later, SLV-3 was launched successfully. Because of him, the SLV-3 was launched successfully with Akash, Nav, Trishul, missiles and 104 satellites in a single rocket. He was honored with Bharat Ratna in 1997. He became the President of India in 2002. He reformed India and the youth. He was really a great personality. May India see another great personality just like him. He was really a jewel of India. Beauty lies in simplicity, and he is the best example for this. That's all. I would like to conclude. Thank you. Thank you, speech, Unama. Everyone, please give a big round of applause to the Standard 7 Chief Applauders. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam had once said that your luck is not in your hand, but your decision is in your hand. You can change your luck with your decision, but you can never change your decision with your luck. So trust yourself. With this, have a pleasant morning to you all. Myself, Kritika from Standard 7G, standing before you to share my views about a very great personality, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, as an author, a great scientist, a reformer, an administrator, a writer, a teacher, and a novelist. That's our Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. 15th October 1931, it was a day when a great scientist, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, born in Rameshwaram, Tamil Nadu. From early childhood, he was very inspiring man, and because of this quality and nature, he decided to write the book, in which he tries to give number of inspirational messages to the youth of India, which can empower them to work towards a better nation. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam had once said that books are the permanent companion. Sometimes they bond before us and guide us for our life journey and continue for many generations. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, as an author, precise and concise in his thoughts. He had written several books, including his autobiography, that is, The Wings of Fire. It was the first book written by him, and the struggle achieve your goals. This shows that Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam was a great author and a character very optimistic too. Thank you. Speech Kritika, please give a huge round of applause to her. Thank you, Kritika. Everyone please attention here. As we are reaching to the end of the program, I would like to share a quote with you all. Our greatest weakness lies in giving up. The most certain way to succeed is always to try just one more time. With this affirmation, next I would like to call a talented participant, Arya Hassan, of Standard 9G from Tigris House to deliver her speech on Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam as an illustrious scientist. If you fail, never give up. Because fail means first attempt in learning. A very good morning to all. I am your son of Standard 9G and I am present here to deliver speech on APJ Abdul Kalam. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam's benevolence and goodwill towards society is no news to us. The late President of India was a beautiful rule that mankind ever witnessed. His mission India, a vision for Indian youth, and this is the youth in their endeavor to contribute to nation's progress. He is an illustrious scientist. His career started with his design a small hovercraft. His contribution to the ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization, is remarkable. He led many projects that contributed to the society and also he was the project director of India's first satellite vehicle launch. He played a vital role in India's missile technology, designing the Agni and Prithvi ballistic missiles, and also developing India's maiden indigenous satellite launch vehicle, the SLV-3. His involvement in the nuclear power in India is also known as Missile Man of India. He has also inspired many people by his speech. One of the greatest quotes from his speech that is, all of us do not have equal talent. All of us do not have equal talent, but all of us have an equal opportunity to develop our talent. Thank you. Amazing. What an extraordinary performance, Arya. Everyone for your enlightening speech. Now we will proceed further with another part of us to deliver a speech on Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam and his views on knowledge and creativity. Good morning, everyone. Volunteer. I, as Director of Standard 4, would like to share my views on Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam and his views on knowledge and creativity. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam is the famous person in the whole world. He was the most valued person of the country and famous as a philosopher and intensive author or great scientist. Let me share with you what he thinks of knowledge and creativity through a small poem he expresses it beautifully. Learning teaches creativity, creativity leads to thinking. Thinking provides us knowledge and knowledge makes us great. According to him, knowledge is like a seed which gives birth to civilized children and education helps to nurture it. He said beautifully, I will reply where he quotes, education provides wings to fly. In short, if a person is creative and courageous and know the difference between right and wrong, he is called knowledgeable human being. Thank you, everyone. Wonderful speech, Aditya. Please give a big round of applause to him. Thank you, Aditya. Now I request to have from Bongo House to deliver his speech on APJ Abdul Kalam as an illustrious scientist.
Science is the process that takes us from confusion to understanding. Science is the process that takes us from confusion to understanding. Science is not a substitute for common sense, but an extension of it. These lines was once said by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. A very warm, pleasant morning to Honorable Director Sir, Principal Ma'am, Vice Principal Ma'am, to all the teachers and to all the participants. I am Sunil Ismail from Standard 10B and I am here to talk about an illustrious scientist, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, known as the Missile Man of India. He was the most honored person of the country. as his contribution as a scientist and as a president was beyond comparison. Apart from that, his contribution to ISRO is remarkable. He headed many projects that leads to contribute to the society, and he was the one who helped in the development of Prithvi and Agni missiles. And due to his contribution to the country, the government awarded him with the highest civilian award, the Bharat Ratna. But how this ordinary man has been transformed into a great scientist and a distinct personality. Let me share you a very interesting story how a man of ordinary life inspired to give all to his country. Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO, has been established in Thumba, Kerala with the church on the campus. Church campus has been dedicated
Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, the famous name in the world. I hope everyone present here know Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, that he was a great personality and a brilliant scientist. A very pleasant morning to you all. I am Adarsh from Standard 6A, and today I am present here to represent few lines on Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. It is indeed rare for the world to witness a leader that is intelligent, wise and selfless and loved by all. Dr. Abdul Kalam was one such a leader who had a very strong appeal among the masses. Moreover, his political stature is away above the discriminatory lines of caste and religion. Leaders keep on coming and going, but Kalam was preeminent. His name will definitely go down in the history as one of the greatest presidents that India has ever seen. Moreover, people will also remember him as a brilliant scientist. The man was a precious gem for every Indian. Dr. Abdul Kalam was born on 15th of October 1931 in the Rameshwaram, Tamil Nadu. In his childhood, he used to sell the newspaper for his education due to poverty. In 1997, he won the highest civilian award in Bharat Ratna for his work. He is also called the Missile Man of India because he has played the important role in the Agni and Prithvi ballistic missiles. Now I want to end my speech with a very beautiful quote. If you want to shine like a sun, first burn like a sun. Thank you everyone. Amazing speech, Adarsh. Please give a big round of applause to him. Thank you, Adarsh. Now I request Anam Rahman of Standard 6A from Tibiat's house to share her views on Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Hello everyone. My name is Anam Rahman from Standard 6A and I am here to say a few lines about APJ Abdul Kalam. APJ Abdul Kalam's full name was Abul Abdul Kalam. Born in Rameshwaram of Madras Presidency on 15 October 1931. He was an Indian scientist and a great politician leader who later became the 11th President of India. He played an important role in the development of India's missile and nuclear weapon program. That's why he was also known as the Missile Man of India. APJ Abdul Kalam described himself as a simple body versatile. Born in a middle-class family, he was a hard-working person and had an ambitious personality. Additionally, he was fierce about studying and wanted to sit in a fine category. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam has written a famous book named Wings of Fire. Wings of Fire, Agni Ki Udan, is an autobiography of late APJ Abdul Kalam, the scientist, the former and the President of India. The name Wings of Fire is specifically chosen because he was the man behind the development of ballistic missile and launch vehicle technology in India. We all know that Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam was very fond of children and loved to spend time with kids. However, he remained a bachelor his entire life and did not have children of his own. At last, I would like to elaborate one of his famous speech that is, it is very easy to defeat someone. It is very easy to defeat someone but very hard to win someone. That's all. Thank you everyone. Very good, Anam. Give a huge round of applause to you. Thank you so much, Anam. So, as we have reached to the end of the competition, I request respected principal ma'am to come on the stage to appreciate our talented participants.
Vice Principal, teachers, and my lovely I can say after a long time, I'm sitting relaxed and the whole team is doing the work. And it is great, excellent work. The decoration, the presentation, the children's presentation, everything this is what I wanted. That we should not be, we will be just helping you to do the work, isn't it? And this should be the work. So this is what I'm getting. I hope now after this it will continue as it is now. The whole team, the creative team we have made, the team who is in charge for all that academic presentation and the children's, what I can see today was their way of speaking, I mean with action, with accent and with the expressions on the face, all that matters. So all these, I think 3 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 students, it was very good, really good, I can say. Thank you children, thank you so much. Thank you for coming up to our expectation. What you are now, when you go out of the school, you will be here. That I have seen as per my experience. Understood, those who are average here, they excel after school. And those who are doing very good, they are extraordinary. So this is what my experience says. Okay? So anyway, since it was a competition, inter-house competition, so I am having, as per discussion with sir, 3 the best speakers I am giving. Okay? The first 3, because there are so many categories. The children from standard 3, standard 4, every class is participating. Okay? So the best ones I can say are, although all are good, don't think that my name will not take. Every one of you was very good. Okay? This I told in the beginning only. So Alia Hassan from 9G. Give a big clap for her. That is very good. Then the next is Nafia. Nafia, full of expression, and in the beginning she was little hesitant, but after that she was herself. And then Adarsh Kumar, very nice. Okay, thank you children. Please have a seat. Sohail spoke so well. Pratika, very well. Then Umama, very well. Okay? So this doesn't mean that, sit down, you all sit, that Nishan, stand up. Saima, stand up. Aditya, stand up. Huzaifa, and Anna. This doesn't mean that you all were not good. You all were also good. But it's a competition, so I have to choose, among the good ones, I have to choose the best ones. Okay? So all of you will be getting the certificate, okay, in the annual function, and those 3 will be getting the certificate for excellence in a few of you. That name I announce Alia, Nafia and Adarsh. Okay, thank you children, thank you so much once again. And some sweets you all will have, you enjoy.